Hey everybody, I want to talk to you right now about Chapter 3 in Turn Your Fear into Fuel. The Chapter 3 focuses on, is something that happens a setback or is it a setup for success? If you do anything, if you try to do anything, if you try to go do something great, I promise you, success isn't a straight path up. You know, you're going to have days when you go, my Lord, is this worth it? You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have stumbling blocks. It's going to happen to you. You know, one of my favorite leadership illustrations of that is Sir Winston Churchill. When he was a very young man, he had become somewhat of a national hero in the United Kingdom during the Boer War in South Africa, and he had escaped from a prisoner camp there and become a famous writer and won a seat in Parliament and wound up, when he was around 40 years old, being the First Lord of the Admiralty, which is one of the top war cabinet positions in the United Kingdom. He was running the Navy. And during World War I, anybody that studies history knows that the war became kind of a slugfest from the trenches. So many more British young men died in World War I than World War II. It's amazing. Carnage was unbelievable trying to gain yards across the France. And so Churchill had the idea of opening a southern front, and he planned a naval invasion in Gallipoli, which is in Turkey. Failure has very few people claiming it, but because of planning, because of execution, it was a disaster. It was a military disaster. So in 1915, he was forced to resign from government. Many of the newspapers in London had a picture of him walking with a headline that said, "I'm finished." That is famously what he told one of his colleagues. But what did he do? He went to the front line. He became a lieutenant with the infantry in the trenches, faced death. And after the war, made it back to Parliament. Then, when World War II came along, first he was made First Lord of the Admiralty again, and then in 1940 became Prime Minister, honest at age 65, and saved Western civilization. If he had taken that setback, what would have happened in the world? I hope for most of us, we never have to try to save Western civilization. But every day you're working to build and grow your life. Don't view a setback as a disaster. A setback is just a setup for a comeback. So always remember that. Always learn from your mistakes. Always see the positives when things go wrong, and do something great with your life. I'll see you at the top, because the bottom sure is crowded.